Welcome everybody to Kanselor. For those joining us online, welcome to Kanselor Business Innovation Masterclass. Every Monday we meet on a session like this where we share ideas to help not just ourselves, but also to help people out there to understand what it takes to thrive in Nigeria. Yesterday I was with a group of professionals and we were just discussing. And almost all of them could count at least 5 to 10 people who have left Nigeria recently. But we also need to understand that it's not everybody that has the opportunity to leave, even if we want to leave. Now, it's okay for you to want to leave, and we wish those who are leaving all the best. But for those of us who are in this country, we also need to understand what it takes to thrive in Nigeria. So for us, one of the ways that we need to understand that what it takes to thrive is anybody who wants to thrive in this country must have a clear vision for themselves. Which means I'm staying in this country, but where do I see myself? What opportunities do I see in this country? And so for us, we've set a vision that our vision is to create a world-class small business supporting organization that will support small business in the area of human resource recruitment, management development, and sourcing of finance, and to become the leading one by the year 2040. Now, for everybody who is here, you must also ask yourself, in my life, while I'm in this country, this is the vision I have for myself. In the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, anybody who is here and who is just living day by day will find it difficult to survive in this country. The next one too is always clearly telling yourself that these are my core values. So for us at Kanselor, our core values include our core value include getting the job done, which means anybody who comes to us, we hold ourselves accountable to get what we tell them that we do for them, that we get it done. The next thing that is that we build relationship. We are a company, our core value is designed for growth, which means anybody here on a daily, monthly basis must grow, which is why we are holding ourselves accountable that every month we must take an online course. But for today, what we'll be looking at is how do we improve our productivity? As an organization, as individuals, there's no way you can thrive in this country in the present challenges that the country is facing without clearly saying and understanding that your productivity must increase. Because you'll be compensated based on the productivity you bring to bear on the table. If you remember the story of the rich man that was giving his people talent, one thing it was said that each person was assigned talent based on their what? Sorry? But based on their capability and ability, which means if each person has not made themselves productive, when it's time to assign talents in this country, those who have made themselves more productive will get higher resources. It means that on a daily basis, if you don't sit yourself and say, there are 5 of us here, I want at least, if there are resources to be shared, I want to be part of those who get the bulk of the resources. Because this business owner came and said, yes, I have 3 staffs, and I have 8 talents to share. He didn't divide that 8 talents equally. To one person, he gave 5 talents, which means it's possible for you to join. It's possible for you to join an organization with 3 people. And after 1 year, maybe all of you might join at a salary of about 50,000 or 60,000 or 100,000. After 1 year, one person's salary is moved from 50,000 to 500. Another person is moved from 50,000 to 200, while somebody's own is moved from 50,000 to 55,000. In this country, resources are assigned to everybody based on their productivity. And the sooner we clarify that if we want to thrive in this country, that we must understand how to improve our productivity, the better for us. So how do we improve our productivity? The first way to improve your productivity is that you must have a desire to be more productive. What does this mean? So I was reading a book a few years back, and it was taken when the Soviet Union just collapsed. Now, if you know that in the former Soviet Union, one of the biggest, in the former Soviet Union, the resources were shared in such a way that everybody, the government assigns what they want to you. Now, somebody said he visited the Soviet Union then, and he wanted to book a hotel. And the person at the hotel told him that there was no space in the hotel. So he now said, what about the space upstairs? What if I pay extra for that particular space? He said, well, I can't give it to you. Now, despite everything he tried to do to get this guy to give him that space, the person was not motivated because there was no desire to be productive in the former Soviet Union, because everybody knew that no matter what you do, is what the government wants that they will give you. So why would I want to improve my productivity? The same thing applies to us too. When we don't understand, when we don't have the desire to be more productive, people will channel resources to other people. So it's important for us in this particular scenario to understand that it's important for us in this particular scenario to understand that the first step to becoming productive is for each and every one of us to have a clear desire that we want to be productive. Nobody will make you productive without you desiring it. And for only those who desire to be productive, those are those who are going to thrive in this country. Because every day you wake up, when you desire to be productive, there will be a hunger in you. You don't just wake up and come to work and you are just going about your work the way you like. It means that every day you come to work, one of the things you are asking yourself is, how do I make myself better today? So the first step to thriving in this country, in the present economic challenges that we are passing, is each and every one of us must desire to be productive. It's not what somebody can do for you. It's not a group productive thing. It's what you as an individual must desire for yourself. Now, let's see a mistake that all of us make. You remember the story of the 5 virgins, the foolish and the wise one. Sure, you remember in that story that they said, the wise one said to the foolish ones, we can't give you our oil. But just imagine that out of those 5 ones that didn't have oil, that desired, yes, I've made the mistake, I didn't come with oil, and she has walked up to one other person among those 5 that had oil and said, please, my sister, can you give me from your own, in as much as every other person is not giving to others? Which means sometimes if you try to get something as a group, because you've not on your own decided that I want to make myself productive, what will happen is that it's easy for you to be denied something because you are coming as a group. But when you tell yourself that I desire this thing, and you go to people individually, you can get better results. The same thing applies to all of us. We must have this desire. The second step to becoming productive and thrive in the current Nigerian economic situation is that you must clearly say, if I'm a writer, I will write. If you employ a laborer, and princess, what do you expect that laborer to do for you? Yeah. If you employ a cleaner, okay, what do you expect the cleaner to do? Clean. If you employ a driver, what do you expect the driver to do? Essentially, which means you don't employ a driver and the guy comes and says, I want to start to write. You don't employ a cleaner and he or she comes and they're opening their doors for you. It means that if you want to be a writer, every day you come to work, you must write. It doesn't matter whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it. It means that if you desire, for those of us here we are majorly into HR and recruitment, it means that whether you feel like it or not, any day you come to work, you say, my job today is to fill these vacancies.